How has the Thai market changed over the years in terms of drinking wine?
Thais are consuming more wine, so you can see a lot of wine bars or restaurants that are wine focused. They're starting to open the past few years,
Which is good for you.
which is good for us. Yeah, so people are drinking more wine now. Yeah.
Why is that? Why do you think?
I think it comes with the culture. So the culture that's being brought in by expats or Thais who went overseas to study and then come back. Yeah, so I think wine is the culture pretty much everywhere in the world. Where's this business, where's a lot of meetings, lunch meetings, dinner meetings, they would drink wine. So yeah, so we have that too now in Thailand.
Now, can Thai wine compete with wine from other more famous countries like France, Australia, California, South Africa, or wherever in the world?
Definitely. Yeah, it's it's a start for us because Thai wine industry is still very new. We've been around for less than 30 years, and especially the past few years, 3 to 5 years, quality of Thai wine has improved a lot. So we sent our wine to international competitions around the world, like in Japan, Hong Kong, Austria, Singapore, France. Maybe more countries, and we're actually winning medals, winning trophies from those competitions. And the wines were tasted blind by the judges, together with wines from pretty much all over the world. Yeah.
You mean Grand Monte or Thai wine in general?
Thai wine in general. But for Grand Monte, for example, this year we won 12 medals. Just some examples. 2 of our red wines won silver medals from Decanter World of Wines Award, which is an award given by probably the most famous wine magazine in the world. We got 2 silver medals from that competition. And we also got a silver medal from Syrah du Monde, which is a competition for all Shiraz wine all over the world. It was held in France, and this is the 3rd time we got a silver medal from this competition.
Wow,
Yeah, just some
congratulations.
examples. Thank you.
What's the general perception of Thai wine on the world stage?
On the world stage, people who know about Thai wine, understand about Thai wine, they do think that the quality is very good. From tasting it, from seeing the results of the competition. So we're received quite well overseas, but there are also some people who are skeptics. So it's like, okay, Thai wine, how can that be good? It's not French wine.
Yeah.
But well, the world's changing. Thailand is almost like Napa Valley 30 years ago. Yeah, so now Californian wines becoming famous, becoming some very expensive. Yeah, this is just start for Thai wine.
In what areas do we need to improve on?
I would say in the vineyard to get good quality grapes. I mean, some of us are doing this really, really well already. There are a few others, like smaller producers or people who would like to start the wine industry, the wine business. I mean, we need a lot of work in the vineyard because our climate is the biggest challenge for us.
It's just too hot, right?
Hot is not so much of a problem. It's the water.
The rain.
We've got a lot of rain.
Too
yes.
much. It's just too much.
Can be in some parts of the country or some years. Yeah, it's just the weather pattern.
Can technology help?
Technology can help and has been helping Grand Monte for 3 years now. We've got this thing called microclimate monitoring system. So it's pretty much a program developed by Mahidol University and the nanotechnology team. And they're working with Grand Monte. They spent like a lot of money on this research to monitor everything you could possibly imagine about microclimate. So like temperature, wind speed, soil moisture, just a few examples. And we got to use all these information to manage our vineyard, to plan like, what to do in the vineyard, to see if it's going to rain, what we should do, what we shouldn't do in the vineyard, and that improved our quality a lot.
What about in the process of the wine making itself?
In the winemaking, for example, in our winery, we have quite a lot of modern equipment, like a lot of kind of really expensive machines to help us make better wine. And also with this, the same university, the same group of researchers, they're doing something in a winery as well in terms of sensory properties of wine.
Oh.
Yes. So just studying it, like how wines developed and how picking grapes at different position of the vines help to make the wine different.
So do we need winemaker like you anymore? Computers can help, technology can help.
I would say you still do. In the end, you need someone to taste the wine and decide what to do. There are things in wine that you cannot measure. Like person's taste. Like if they prefer this wine, and sometimes winemakers can detect levels of different chemical composition in the wine, when they're all expressed at the same time. Sometimes human nose can detect it better than machines.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's still like a beginning of the research, but it will change the wine industry. Yeah.